Hey folks, welcome back to another episode of Tightlands Outdoors. I'm Matt with another Mystery Tackle Box versus Lucky Tackle Box Ice Fishing Edition Challenge. Let's begin.
Are you listening? Damn.
First off, we have the February edition of the Mystery Tackle Box Ice Fishing Box. As soon as I open it, we're noticing the three pretty much standard issued items that come in both of them. Starts off with your reading material. This is the Dibble Digest. Great bathroom reads. We have the What's Inside cue card. Lets us know our values and what we actually got or should be getting. And last but not least, your sticker. This sticker to me reminds me of the old Ratfink Hot Rod videos from back in the day, or pictures. First up, from Lunker Hunt, we have the Hatch Natural. This is a 15/16 ounce jig, so almost a full ounce. It's got some heft to it, and it's part of their Natural series. This one retails for $6.99, and they gave me this in the color selection today was brown trout. So very excited to use that one. To me, Lunker Hunt is kind of the Cadillac of lure companies right now, just with the quality and craftsmanship that they put into all their stuff. Next up, from Hildebrandt, we have the Slab Master. This is just a nice little spoon. Looks almost like a little trout or minnow or maybe even a small bass with a greenback, white belly. Does have some red markings on it. It's two-sided, glow lure. And the part I like the most about here, and I'm excited to use, is you can see right here by my finger, nice little cutout by the gills and with the red accents on it. Looks like a wounded bait fish. So that right there to me looks like a great one. Should draw some fish in, get some good bites with that. Next, from Kinder's Outdoors, we have the Metallic Rainbow Ant Tungsten. This retails for $2.49. And you can also kind of see, because it is such a small little jig, just a little ant jig, got a little head on it, but it has that metallic purple and green reflective paint scheme to it. Reminds you of like the body of a housefly. So interested to use that one. That'll be a really great, really attractive lure to get out there on the water. Next up, from Lucky John, we have the Classic. This is just one of your classic standard little jigs in a silver and almost like it has a black tiger stripe pattern to it or perch pattern to it. And I don't know if you can tell, but on the bottom treble hook there, it has a yellow and orange little ball on there for added attractant. So this would be nice to get out and use on some walleye or some larger perch that we have in the area. It'd be great to get out there and get that on them. I'm sure it'll attract them in. Next up, from the Arnold Tackle Company, we have the Knocker Anise Bombs. This retails for $2.99, and as you can see, there's pretty much three different colors. There's the white, the chartreuse, and the red. Red seems to work pretty well around here because we use a lot of red spikes. And there's also a white one. Now the white one is just a tube with a tail on the end of it. The other ones are basically like a 3-ball tube, 3 balls for the body, a tube for a tail, slender, and then another ball on the end to kind of give it some weight and balance it out as you're jigging. On the back here, it also gives you some tips on 4 different ways to rig them. You can bite them off. You can just keep half of the body on there, 1 bead from the body, a little bit of tail, 1 bead of the body, the tail, and another bead. So multiple different ways to rig these. And once again, with all these, I don't know about where you're at, but here in southern Michigan, our ice season has already come to an end. It is the middle of February, and we've already had 60-degree weather. So everybody had their motorcycles out, and we're using those. So don't limit yourself to just using these for ice fishing. Get out, put them underneath a float, especially the next one that I'm going to show you here. This is from Lindy This is the What's It jig. I know, there's nothing there. That's not why they call it a What's It jig. I'm going to blame this on the postal company here. Box was a little roughed up in shipping, so it just kind of came apart. So we'll set these down here. What it came with, though, is 2 little jig heads, or jigs. Just a green round head with an eye on it, with a red eye that'll draw them in. But it also came with 4 of the soft plastics here. These soft plastics kind of remind me of a small cricket. And has a couple of tails that come off the end. And I don't know if you can see this, but I'm barely holding it. And look at the motion that it's got on it. Imagine if it's under the water and it has any kind of current whatsoever. You really don't need to jig it at all. You just kind of let it sit there, let the current do the work. Let the lure do its work for you so you don't have to work. Work smarter, not harder, as my grandfather always said. So these What's It jigs, once again, they retail for $3.19. And don't limit yourself to just using all these items in the wintertime. Get on out in the summer. Get them used. Get them underneath some floats. Try jigging them, bouncing them, whatever you got to do. Use them in the summertime, especially when the bass or the bluegills and perch and all them are bedding. Get them right up there. Get them going. See, as you can see, the post company took a good beating on the mystery tackle box this month. Now, the mystery tackle box came with 6 items for a total of $24.14 retail price. So I don't think that's bad. You know, you're absolutely getting your full value out of that. Next, let's move on to the Lucky Tackle Box February 2017 ice fishing box. Once again, right out of the box, you're going to get your 3 standard issued items. Your reading material. This is the Fish Hound magazine. I'm going to tell you how to rig some tubes. The lunar charts. Lunar charts are nice to have. Start using those. It has your sticker, which again is the Lucky Tackle Box American flag style sticker. I like that. Actually put it on my coffee cup at work. Your What's Inside card, so you know what you're getting or should be getting, and the suggested retail value of everything. And they also have one more item in there. It is your golden ticket. If you tune in to their live YouTube cast every month, which this month was on the 20th at 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, they're going to pull numbers randomly. And throughout that episode, as long as you're there and your number comes up, you win anything from fishing rods to fishing reels, a 1-year subscription, and hey, who wouldn't be thrilled with a grand prize to take a trip out there to Cali, fish with Travis, get on Lunkers TV, hang out with Team Lucky. Can't tell me you'd turn that down, especially in the middle of a cold winter. Probably wouldn't be too much ice fishing going on out there, but hey, I'm sure they'll get you on some hogs. Okay, let's get into the lures here. First up, from the Stopper Lure Company, these are the Ice Gear Micro Jigs. There's 2 of them in there, and they retail for $2.49. As you can see, they don't call them micro for nothing. These are probably some of the tiniest jigs out there. So, really small. Tip them with some of those nice soft plastics that you have there. That'll call in some hog daddies. Next up, once again from the Arnold Tackle Company, these are the Ice Jig Kit. It's a 6-count jigs with also 3 of the similar lures like we just got from the mystery tackle box people. And this is mostly an orange and yellow kind of set, but there's different styles. So those are great. Can never have too many. In case you snap one off, you can go ahead and tie another one right back on. Next up, from Dot, another set of ice jigs, 2-count for $2.49 retail suggested price. Dot is a company that's been around for a long time, since about 37. Once again, one thing I noticed, take a look at a lot of these packages here. That one, most of your Arnolds. Little thing that it has right down there in the bottom that I like came from Hastings, Michigan. I'm a Battle Creek guy. That's right up the road. Everybody likes to see a local company doing well. So another set of jigs from the Best Company. This is their version of a 3-count ice jig. And you can see these have a flat bottom, a little larger. So it's great that, you know, you might think, hey, I'm getting a lot of jigs here. But if you notice, they're all different sizes, different shapes. Panfish are finicky. They might be biting one thing today and something else tomorrow. Always got to switch up your sizes, switch up your shapes, switch up your colors. Don't be afraid to mix and match. Another product from the Arnold Tackle Company is these are the floats. Excuse me, they were supposed to be from Carlisle, but Lucky Tackle Box did also send this in the box, which is just a apology letter saying, hey, we were supposed to send you one lure, or one set of bobbers. We got a hold of the company and they sent us something different. I don't know if they ran out, mix up. But one thing you'll notice from a lot of these companies is they're all pretty much the same. So another quality set of little ice floats. These are, just run your line right through it. When you get the desired depth, you take one of these little toothpicks, stick it right down in there. It kind of pinches your line right to the float, and you're all set to go from there. Next up, from Skanda, we have a nice little tungsten jig. This one retails for $2.99. I like their jigs. These work really well around here where I come from. I like the tungsten. Get you right down to the bottom, get you going back where the fish are. This is also a glow, and you don't have to have one of those expensive UV lights or whatever. Just use the light on your cell phone. Those 9 times out of 10 will charge it up pretty well. Next up, from Best again, we have the Whipper jig, and I'm going to take just a second to get it out of the package here because it is tiny. Comes in a nice little tube here, and it is your jig and soft plastic already pre-rigged. As you can see, this is almost like the Lindy, what are these called? The Lindy What's It jigs. Kind of the same similar shape, a twin paddle tail like that. Not quite as soft, but still. Under the water, where there's some movement, these twin tails will kick like Michael Phelps, so you got no problem with that. Also comes with a nice little, very light, I'm not sure the weight of this, but a very small, very light pink jig head. So very excited to use that. And I like these lures that come in these little tubes because sometimes when I'm hole hopping, I don't carry my whole tackle box with me or whatever. These little tubes slide right in your pocket real nice. They're not getting hung up, not tearing up your jackets, and not tearing up your hands. Really cool the way that those come out like that. And last but not least, just for a heads up, I don't know if I explained it, but the Whipper jig is $1.99. So once again, last but not least, these are the Arnold Speed Snaps. These Speed Snaps sell for $1.99 in the store. There's 4 of them on there. And you can see from the big picture, basically what they're for is how many of you use a quick snap when you're out fishing in the summertime. You want to change from one bait to the other. Maybe you want to change from a plug to a deep diver, to a frog, to a spin bait, whatever. We use those in the summertime. Well, this is your answer to using it in the wintertime. You might be over there fishing this little jig right here, and all of a sudden your buddy next to you says, hey man, they're really hammering on the green What's It jigs. You take that off, you can slide it right off, slide the other one right back on, your little What's It jig right back on. You're back down there before the school of fish pass you, and you're back on with everybody else instead of having to stop and retie. Really excited to start using one of these. Once again, those retail for $1.99. And that makes up the Lucky Tackle box for this month. The Lucky Tackle box came with 7 items for $23.93. So take a look at what you got there. All quality products in both of them. No matter which one you get, if you guys are still up in the air and getting a subscription, you can't go wrong with either one of them. Now, this will be my last month of the ice fishing box because they're discontinuing them in February. They're saying, hey, summer's coming, spring's right around the corner. Let's get you back out on the open water. So they're discontinuing their winter boxes, their ice fishing boxes, and I have elected to switch over to the panfish box. So next month, look for the comparisons on the panfish boxes. If you made it all the way to the end here and you like what you see, go right down there and hit that little thumbs up button. If you want to keep up to date, you want to see next month's, or you want to get links to some of the previous videos I had, go ahead and hit that subscription button right down there in the corner. Once again, my name is Matt. This was Tight Lines Fishing. Have a great one.